We're running dual G3s, baby. Oh, we're popping off. So hello gamers and welcome to top 5 loveliest guns in Phantom Forces. Is this an excuse to upload this on February 14th, aka Valentine's Day, and make a Valentine's Day special? Definitely not. I definitely didn't do that for that reason. But anyway, let's go for 1,000 likes and maybe I'll do more or something. I don't know. But yeah, let's start it off with number 5, the KACSRR. It has a funny name. It sounds like a funny word, and I think it's a funny gun. It's also very lovely because here's the thing about lovely guns. You might be wondering, like, how am I ranking these guns? Like, how does that make any sense? Basically, the way that I'm ranking these is lovely guns are the guns that people will either compliment you for using or they won't complain about you using. So if you use the KACSRR, no one's gonna complain. Everyone's gonna be like, wow, he's using that gun, that's awesome. Like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, that's such a toxic gun, why are you using that? Also, why does my, what the heck was that? Weird bug there, dude. Oh, that guy's 100% hacking. Master XD. Let's see if I can hard kick this guy without opening my chat. Did I get it? I did. I literally got it without my chat on. I was able to hard kick him. That's so funny. Oh, and he is out of the game, baby. I'm getting so good at hard kicking, man. What a great player, popping off with the frag grenade. Why do aimbotters always fly around with the frag grenade? And why did I get 2 aimbotters in like 2 seconds? The video just started. The state of Phantom Forces. Aimbotters every 2 seconds. Yeah, this gun looks so sick. Also on 10 graphics, like, these skins look so nice. If you don't know what this gun is, it's basically a integrally suppressed revolver carbine. Yeah, it's in the carbine section because I guess it's a shorter barrel variant of something else. I don't know what that is. But yeah, it actually one hits head at any range, but has 400 RPM, which makes it, I think, the fastest shooting one hit kill all ranges gun. I guess tied with the SL9. I could be wrong, honestly, but I'm just gonna say that and pretend it's true. Here's the thing, the drop is kind of awful, but it does shoot pretty fast. So if you can like hit your tap fire shots and hit heads, it's pretty good. Pretty cool gun though. I really like it. If you're good at like spamming the Deagle L5 or XIX, you can actually like shoot this thing so fast. And every single one of those shots can headshot kill all ranges and can 2-hit kill torso and even limb in close range. So is it an amazing gun? No, but it's really funny and it's very lovely. Like, people will probably never say anything bad about you, maybe even nice things about you for using this, honestly. How could you hate on somebody for using the CAC? It's such a funny gun. For our next gun, we have a gun that probably no one will even bat an eye at you using because, let's be real, nobody really talks about this gun ever. It's the AUG 1. It's very good. Not broken or anything. Probably like, I don't know, it's up there. Probably like an 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 gun. Like one of those guns that's not like amazing, not super great at one thing, but pretty good at everything. It's very good at being no recoil though. Very accurate, decent damage, pretty good ranges, pretty good velocity. At this point, not even a bad reload time. Yeah, the hits to kill are kind of annoying at range. It's gonna be like a 4-hit kill. But yeah, good pen, good velocity. I don't know, it's a great gun. And people won't even complain about it. In fact, they'll be like, wow, there's somebody actually using the AUG 1, especially if you're high rank. They're probably like, you're using that gun? Kind of crazy. Because like at that point, you have the AUG 1, 2, and 3, and the H-bar, and the A3 para. So they're like, why are you using the default AUG, like the original AUG? Because you're swag and you're cool. That's why. You're swag and you're cool. It's Valentine's Day. We all gotta be nice. But yeah, I mean, it's a laser beam, dude. If I see somebody actually maining the AUG 1, I'm like, respect, dude. Not even a bad gun. It's just like, nobody uses it, bro. Wow, okay. If you're running 9mm, maybe people will be like a little bit less lovely about it. I've seen a lot of people running AUG 1 para, but nobody has ever complained about it, at least in front of me. I don't see anybody complaining about it, so it's also pretty lovely. It's the AUG 1, even with 9mm, like people will probably not complain about you using it because, let's be real, like nobody uses this thing. You will seldom see a guy above like rank 100 running this. It's usually people below like rank 30. But yeah, A1 para is also pretty good. Honestly, I probably prefer the default gun because like the better damage at range is nice. But this is still a beam. I prefer AUG 3 para because faster RPM, bigger magazine. This is balanced with it because it does like a little bit more damage. If you use the AUG 1 like a decent amount, like it's one of your higher kill guns, like you have at least a few hundred kills, let me know. Oh yeah, this is a good scope. Somebody told me this is a free ACOG and I could not agree more. Definitely feels like a free one, man. For our next gun, we have a gun known only as the TCR. I don't know why I said known only as. I guess there is no conversions that actually change the name of the gun, so I guess it is only known as the TCR, but probably because people never gave it a nickname because nobody really uses it. Like, it's a great gun, but I don't really see it that often. Wow, what is this guy doing? This is very similar to the M21 and the MSG90, funnily enough, which are both kind of underrated guns as well, but I've talked about those guns, but maybe not the TCR as much, so I wanted to put the TCR in this video. The TCR is so great, dude. It fires pretty fast, it headshot kills pretty far, it has like great pen, great damage overall, can actually 2-hit torso all ranges. It does like 97 torso CQC. The only problem is the recoil isn't that good. I'm running like full stock and like muzzle brake and stubby grip, so even then the recoil is pretty high, but it has a pretty good recovery speed, so it's not too bad. And another thing is the velocity is pretty like 1800, pretty bad, so you will not be able to like hit very accurate shots at range unless you're like pretty good at accounting for draw. But overall, really fun gun, and nobody's gonna complain about this gun unless maybe use 5.56, especially if you macro it, because that's pretty cringe that you would use that unless you're not macroing. But if you're not macroing, I don't know, that conversion just feels like they intended you to use a macro with it. Like, I don't know how anybody could not. I don't use a macro in this game, so I kind of just suck with it. 5.56 on this gun, I literally made a full video on it like ages ago, and I just didn't like it. It was just bad. Did like awful damage. Yeah, it shoots really fast and has like a 30 round mag, but literally just an SL8 but kind of feeling. Default TCR might have like a lot of recoil and like half the RPM, but at least it do good damage. Like, it literally 2 shots torso at any range. I also like that the reload is pretty fast. Like, some DMRs don't have a very fast reload. It's kind of annoying a lot of the time, but this one not so much. Pretty fast reload, pretty easy 2-tap. I popped off with it a few times. Like, you really got to get into the use of it. Like, it's really difficult to use sometimes with the drop and like the handling with full stock and the recoil and the RPM, and just the fact that it's not a no recoil auto gun. But yeah, this gun is so much fun. I can't stress this enough. It's lovely. Like, people will not like complain about you using it. It really tests your skill. If you don't do that well with this gun, it's probably because you need more practice or you're just not good at the game. But either way, you need more practice. So pretty nice to use these guns, because like sometimes you're like, oh, I'm great at the game, and then you use something, it's like, it's a humbling experience. You're like, you know what, I'm not actually that good. I actually need to like try to be better with other guns that aren't like the C7A2 and the M16. Like, those guns are just so easy to use. It's at least over 100. Also, that guy was using Plague Insight on the M21. What a gamer. Speaking of the Plague Insight, I actually have a Plague Insight loadout. It's the G36C, aka the HK237C. I was given this setup on stream. If you're the guy who donated to the stream and gave me the setup, thank you, because on stream I was kind of popping off with it. And not only that, I actually was really enjoying the gun, and nobody really complains about the HK237C. The default gun is kind of like, a lot of people use it because it's so low rank, but it's not very good. But 300 conversion is actually pretty good. If you run it with like retracted stock, it's really fun, like really fast. But the recoil is kind of awful. But if you run Plague Insight, I made a full video on it. It might be in the top right if I remember to put it there. And yeah, oh my gosh. Basically, Plague Insight completely removes all camera recoil in a way that even something like the Kosaku can't do. And it's just ridiculous. Like, it's great. It's probably the best sight in the entire game if you use it correctly. And it can literally work on like any gun in the entire game. Like, default, this is the recoil. Like, it just feels awful, but then you use this, it doesn't actually lower the recoil. It really feels like it does though. Yeah, it's like the exact same recoil as you can see. But like, it's just some way, somehow. Oh my gosh, wait, why do I have this on? Why is that? Let's try to peek around a corner. I hate this feature. What the heck? I hate that feature. It's a good idea, but like, the reason they added it is because you can actually, oh wait, hold on, let me walk around backwards. For popping off. Yeah, it's really fun because if you just do this, you do this, you're actually looking backwards. So like, your camera's okay, that's so annoying. I can't stress this enough. This is an incredibly low rank gun, like rank like 6 or something. With 300 conversion, it's great. Without, it's not so great. And use like retract stock. Obviously, if you can't afford Plague Insight, the gun is still pretty good without it. But Plague Insight is like what makes this thing great. Because otherwise, the camera recoil and the recoil is just kind of annoying. But Plague Insight, like I've said, works on everything, even snipers. Like, it works on sniper, works on the M231, the HK51B, everything. Our final gun is my high skill gun. I keep talking about this in so many videos, but it never really catches on. It's a great gun, dude. It's so good. It's the G3 battle rifle, a high skill gun. The gun I've had thousands of kills on since before the buff. I always talk about this gun every time I'm in stream and somebody's like, what's your favorite gun? I usually say this one because I don't really use it so much anymore, but it's such a great gun. And it's very lovely. It's a lovely gun. I literally will call you like a Chad for having it in game, especially if I wasn't using it before. Like, if somebody sees me using it and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use it too, that's fine. That's really cool. Like, I'm glad that you would do that. But if you're just in my game and suddenly just using it randomly, you're a Chad, dude. Use this gun. It's so good. Massive headshot damage, pretty awful recoil, but if you can get the recoil down, it's a really good gun. Faster handling and RPM than the AG3, faster reload speed than the AG3, and more headshot damage than the AG3, but more recoil and less body damage. But it's not even a broken gun. AG3 is statistically, I've said this before, it's better. It's just the handling. I hate the handling on the AG3. It's so awful. And this can technically do more DPS, especially to the head. It can actually 2-hit head all ranges. I've said this so many times. I have like probably like literally 20 videos that this gun is in. all time. It's like ridiculous. But yeah, I need to use this more on stream, man. I forgot I'm so good with this gun. It's one of the few guns that I'm actually like pretty skilled with, even though I don't really use it that much anymore. I used it a ton to make it my most kill gun, because before my most kill gun was the M16A3, and I was like, that's like the vanilla ice cream of guns. Probably like 90% of like higher ranked people in this game, like that's their highest kill gun. I can't make a boring gun my highest kill gun. I gotta make the G3 battle rifle my highest kill gun. Probably like the only YouTuber or like person in general who like severely advocates for this gun. Even before the buff, I made like a video praising it so much, but then it got a huge buff and like now it's way better. It does way more damage and has better ranges and stuff. It is such a great gun. It's so good. Hey, that guy's using the G3, but only because I was using it. Anyways, gamers, I think that's gonna do it for the video. Let me know your lovely guns in the comments. Yes, this was a pretty like interesting idea, I would say. Like, doesn't make a ton of sense. Wow, there's another G3 user. Everyone's using the G3. Even before like my channel was like super big. Well, it's not like super big, you know. Even before people like actually recognized me in game, every time I would pop off with the G3, they're like, that gun sucks. Why are you going 4.3 KD with the G3? I thought that was a bad gun, but it's a great gun, dude. We're running dual G3s, baby. Oh, we're popping off. That could have probably been such a good intro clip. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and sub. Make sure to use the G3. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.